we now go to the team that had the number one overall seed in the AFC last year, a team that finished with the top 5 offense and a top 5 defense, and a team that I think is going to take a gigantic step back, the Baltimore Ravens.
It's going to be very, very hard for them to do this year what they did last year.
Yep.
I'm not going to say Lamar Jackson's going to take a step back. That won't happen.
I think the team as a whole takes a step back. I'm going to read you off the top of my head their free agent losses. Patrick Queen, okay, that's a start.
That's a substantial loss.
Yeah, it's a substantial loss. Jadeveon Clowney, Geno Stone.
Bad one.
That's a bad loss. He was really good last year. Morgan Moses, Kevin Zeitler, John Simpson, J.K. Dobbins, Gus Edwards, and that's basically it. Now, entering the room, we have Eddie Jackson, who came from Chicago. Derrick Henry,
I don't hate that.
I don't hate that at all. Derrick Henry. I
don't think a lot needs to be said about that. Derrick Henry with Lamar Jackson sounds pretty scary on its own.
It sounds scary on paper, yes. It does sound scary on paper. And that's it. They didn't really have a lot of additions and or subtractions. Well, they have more. The big one here, before you continue, the big one I think is going to be really interesting. They lost their defensive coordinator to yours truly to be the head coach of the Seattle Seahawks in Mike McDonald. That might be the biggest loss out of all of it, because that man can coach a defense.
Hang on, I think he might be.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
No, I think I might be confused. Sorry.
You're good. But I think the Ravens. I
thought it was Martindale still. I might be dumb.
No,
he's with the Giants now.
No, he actually left the Giants.
Well, he was with the Giants last year.
He was with the Giants.
Yeah, no, I got my defensive coordinators mixed up. I apologize.
Yeah, Zachary Orr is now the new defensive coordinator of the Ravens.
Okay.
So the bigger loss is Mike McDonald, because that defense was a nightmare to play against.
Yeah. That game between the Rams and Ravens will always piss me off after what happened last year. It will always piss me off.
Can we get to the prediction, please, before you go off the deep end?
I've already gone off the deep end. It really should have been a win. And the sad thing is that's the only game the Rams lost. Like, if they would have just called that illegal block in the back in overtime on that punt return, that wipes that touchdown off the board in OT, and maybe there's a chance. Or the game might not even get to overtime if they would have just scored a touchdown when they were in the red zone at the end of regulation. So
yeah, true. Good point.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a little frustrating to think about, because if we win that game, then the Rams, after starting 3-6 last year, would have won the table from the bye week. Anyway, now that I got that off my chest.
You deserve that button. Anyway, the Ravens, Jack.
I can understand why you think they take a step back, but I think they still have too many good pieces on offense to fail. I really do. It could just end up being another case of they outscore their problems. I think the big issue with the Ravens over the last several years has been injuries.
Yes.
They got to stay healthy. They really do got to stay healthy. Like, I can understand why they moved on from J.K. Dobbins. He was getting hurt left and right. But that's kind of got to happen. That's the whole, gist of the team. Obviously, Lamar's going to play well. I don't think he's going to play that bad this year. Can they just stay healthy on offense? Can Derrick Henry stay healthy? Can who are their receivers now?
Rashad Bateman, Zay Flowers.
Can Rashad Bateman stay healthy?
And Nelson Aguilar.
Yeah. Can those guys really, can can they have that core around Lamar Jackson that they can rely on throughout the year to stay healthy and be there for them the whole time? If they can, they are going to be right there in the mix this year too.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I don't think they. Let's be real. I don't think they lose the division. We're both in agreement there, right?
Yeah, I think so.
We both think the Ravens still win this division. But I don't think they win it by that much. I think this division...
Like I said, it's going to be a war.
It'll be a war, but I think this division is closer than we think.